Welcome back. Welcome back again, my fine feathered YouTube chicklet family. We got the old Les Paul back out here on the chopping block today. You remember the last video in this thing, we just kind of basically got it into the ballpark more or less. Didn't really do anything to it except, you know, get it where it's at least playable now. But if you remember the problem with this fourth saddle on the fourth string, that saddle was higher than all the rest of them. Now each one, granted, from the first saddle, second, third, fourth, as you come up, each one is a little bit higher. And then when it gets to the fourth, it's super high, and then the fifth and sixth is super low compared to the others. I'm thinking someone had that thing taken all apart and put it back together. These saddles should match the radius of the neck, and I need to check that. It should be a 12, but I'll get a thing and check it anyway. But anyways, the radius back here at the saddle should match the radius of the fretboard exactly. Right now they do not, so we got to take that thing out, figure out, you know, what order to put them in there to make that curvature. I'm thinking that's a 12-inch radius, but I don't know. I'm doubting myself a lot these days, so I'm going to check it, and I'll bring you over here for the fun. So come on over closer and let's like get into this thing. Hold on. Sixth string, fifth string, fourth string. Now this fourth one was the one that was so terribly high. I just want to read it. 230 thousandths. I don't know if you can see that or not. The sixth string was actually pretty low, so let's compare it. If I can hold on to it. It's 234. Well, it's actually 234. I really expected that to be different. Check the middle one. 236, 235. I don't know if you can see that or not. Wow, they're the same. I really thought these would be different. Well, maybe they are. If I could hold on to the little bastard. 235, 234, 235. They're the same, man. Every one of them's the same height. 235. So what is making the difference in the radius? It's just as I figured. All of these are supposed to be identical in height, width, the whole thing, okay? Here's where they get their radius. If you can see these holes, that's just the other end of where the screws go in here to stabilize the screws. If you look at those, they are, I think you can see that, there's a 12-inch radius in those holes. They circle, they're in like a moon-like shape. If I can hold this still, you can see it matches that 12 perfectly. I don't know if you can see that or not. This is a 12-inch radius tool. So the radius is made down at the saddle by this piece, not the saddles themselves. It's from the bridge. So that's why all these measured the same. And this one right here I'm holding in my hand, I doubt if you'll ever be able to see that. Someone has ground this shit out of the very top of it there, right where the string lays. See how flat that is? So it's going to be a little bit smaller than the rest of them are. See, it reads, it measures 225 thousandths, okay? Well, this one will be more than that. What did I say? 240, 230, 233. And the rest of them are about that, 233. If I measure right in the, there's 232. I measure right in the string groove where the string rest. 233. It jumped to 234, but it's close enough to see 235. So that sixth one is not the right one. The fourth one was the one sticking up. So I'm betting, I think 1, 2, 3, and 4 was right, because if you look at that other video, you can actually see the arch up until the fourth string, and then it drops completely off to almost nothing. So all I can do there is put it back together the way it is. You can't change that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to turn it around like this. That's the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. I'll just start up at this end, I guess. Gotta get them all snapped back down in there again. I don't know if you can see this, but if you can see the string grooves, where the strings lay in the grooves, these are much smaller here, and the groove gets very large on this side. You can tell the saddles are in the right place just by that. See what I'm talking about? It's, like I say, someone filed the top of that one flat, but what you gonna do? Who you gonna call? Okay, so I got the thing up to pitch again. I wanted to show you this. This is a 12, as I said. I was pretty sure that's what it was. You probably can't see it too good. See it better where there's no inlay. 12-inch radius, okay? So if we go back here to this troublemaker part, right there, and you get underneath the strings here, see we have a 12-inch radius there as well. And that's not exactly 12, but it's, like I say, it's because of the 6th string not being the original saddle. Wow, something just popped. I'm going to put, sorry about that, folks. I'm going to put these on the guitar right now. These are Ernie Ball Super Slinky 9 to 42s, very light gauge. And first I'm going to check everything here. We're going to check the nut action, we're going to check the string action, and the neck relief all over again. And I'll just back you off and show you that and explain as I go. Hold on. These are the old strings on here right now, okay? And I just want to make sure we are still within the ballpark. And then we'll put the new strings on, intonate it, and fine tune that puppy. I want to check the nut action here is about 10 thousandths. That is very close. It's exactly 10 thousandths on the nut action. And check ourselves some neck relief. Surprised I didn't call that nut relief again. I can see about 12,000 here on this. Get my shit together here. That's 12. And I'm going to come way down here and note it. 7, 8, 9. Yes, sir, baby. You are dead on the money at 12 thousandths. This guitar never moved. That just goes in there and that's all. Just skimming the bottom of the string. This is good. Alright, so we're at 12 thousandths there. I can't remember what the action was. Let me take that capo off. He says he wants the action very, very, very low. I said, well, we can do that. I've had some complaints about the action being too low before, so I always like to check with the customer and see. 4/64. That's a 1/16 of an inch. This should be about 3/64. And it is. Not closer to 2/64. Maybe that should maybe come up just a little bit. It's going to rattle because I'm hitting it hard. All that buzzing's me using a 2mm pick. Okay. I'm going to raise that up just a little bit. It looks like it's more closer to 2/64 than it is 3/64. I like to see 3/64 on the high E and 4/64 up here. Check the 17th fret. Four 64ths. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to raise it just a tiny bit, not very much. And I'm going to put new strings on it. I'll bring you right back. And where are you, man? You're always down there like that. And then we'll intonate it. So hold on for that. Trying to get everything in the frame here so you can see it. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that meter or not. There you can see the green light, I think. Maybe you can see it. We're in tune. Harmonic at the 12th fret is good. We're going to note the 12th fret. You see it's a little bit flat. So all I'm going to do is pull this saddle up, shorten the string scale here a wee bit. Even the string went. Still a little bit flat, I think. That's it. Okay, harmonic. It's favoring flat a little bit. And noted. Need to move the saddle forward a wee bit more. Okay, let's try that. That's a harmonic. Here's noted. Still a little bit flat. You don't have a whole lot of room left to pull it forward. Honestly. Okay, that looks good. Here's the harmonic. And noted. There we go. Harmonic and noted. Okay, second string. Tuned a little bit sharp. I stretched it out just now. Second string harmonic. Okay, and second string noted. It's flat. Means we got to shorten the distance from the saddle back here to the 12th fret. How do we do that? Well, we pull that saddle forward, baby. How else would you do it unless you have some miraculous powers that no one else has? I got to do everything manually. I don't have powers like that. All right. Harmonic and noted. Dead on. Okay, third string. Third string harmonic and noted. Favoring flat. What do? We move that saddle toward the neck. And try it again. Harmonic and noted. Alright, retuned the guitar. I got a capo back on it now. And we are at 12 thousandths. Yes, sir. Maybe a little bit less here, but it is on that string. Yeah. But it is 12 thousandths up here on the fifth string. Yes, sir. I can feel that, man. It's scraping against the strings. I'm not going to bother it. Leave that alone. 12 thousandths. That's where we want it. Alright. Okay, go off. Now I'm going to raise you a wee bit, I think. And we're going to look at the string action one more time. See what we finally landed on. I did crank up the high E string just a tiny, I mean a wee bit, man. 4/64. That's a 1/16 of an inch. That was on the low E and 3/64. There we go, dead on the money. Yes, sir. 4/64, low E. 4/64 low E. 3/64 high E. 15th fret. 3/64. Yes, sir. You know, we're talking about not lapping this over the tailpiece like that. He had it going in from the inside here, coming out the backside and lapped over, and some of y'all were talking about putting it in from the backside and coming up from here up over the saddle. The reason I put it back the way he has it, I just got a piece of paper here, and you can see that string is not touching on the bridge. None of them are. If I go the other way, they will touch on this bridge, ABR1. So that's why he ran under here. You know, that's why I did it too. Came in from this side, looped it over, up over the top. It raises the string up off of the edge of the bridge right there. That's why that's like this. Gibson Les Paul is ready to go home, I think. Bump a bare head in the nose. This guitar plays itself, man. You guys know how screwed up my hands are. If I can play it, anybody can. You can just breathe on it and it plays. The action is so close, so tight. I mean, that's the way you want it. That's what the guy wants, the owner wanted, so it's set up that way. I hope I didn't scare too many guys away with my playing. I haven't played this kind of stuff for, good Lord, man, many years. I'm surprised I remember what I do have. Playing through a Fender, what is it? G-DEC amp. I'll review that amp one day. You might have seen me unbox it a few videos ago. It's a lot of fun to play with. And getting tubes for the Fender Twin soon. 6L6 quads going in that sucker. And then we're going to play with it, demo it a little more too. Anyways, cheers guys, thanks for watching. Nice Les Paul here. Came here unplayable. It plays like butter again now. And that's what the owner said he wanted, so there you go. And I hope it helps some of you guys working on your own stuff. I got a lot of old videos that you guys need to watch, man. If you want to know something, you know, there's no way I can keep up with all those questions and messages and stuff that I get in emails and Facebook messages and YouTube private messages, Facebook private messages, and there's no way, man, to answer it all. But if you'll search my channel for whatever your problems are, you'll probably find a video of that very thing. If not, you know, try to get a hold of me, let me know, and I'll try to make a video of that or explain something that maybe I haven't covered so far. But I would highly recommend you check out some of my older videos for some of that stuff that you always wondered about, because it's probably all there. Cheers! Thanks for watching. I'll see you very soon. Ready to go? Hear them? Let's go get some birdies.